Hello, dear students. Welcome back to our news channel. Students, today we are diving into two fascinating topics that impact our world in profound ways. First, we have is geoengineering. Yes, this is the topic जो हमारा पहला है और जिसके बारे में हम समझेंगे. And geoengineering, specifically the idea of using diamonds in the sky to cool the earth. And the next we have is recent developments between India and China as Prime Minister Modi and President Xi Jinping work to rebuild ties at the border. Now, these two important topics, it show us how humans are trying to solve big global challenges, whether it's climate change or international diplomacy. So let's break these down in a way that you can easily understand. Let's start with geoengineering. Yes, geoengineering. See, the earth is getting warmer, right? Because of the global warming, and scientists are looking for ways to slow down this process. One idea that's gaining attention is using tiny particles like diamonds to reflect sunlight away from Earth. This concept is part of solar geoengineering. Okay, so what is geoengineering? Yes, geoengineering refers to any large-scale attempt to alter the Earth's natural climate system to counter the adverse effects of global warming. तो बेसिकली एक ऐसी टेक्नोलॉजी जिसका मेन गोल है कि अर्थ को कैसे कूल किया जाए, क्योंकि ग्लोबल वार्मिंग की वजह से टेम्परेचर राइज हो रहा है, तो कूल भी करने के लिए न्यू टेक्नोलॉजी चाहिए. तो इस तरह की साइंस को, इस तरह की टेक्नोलॉजी को हम क्या कहते हैं? जियो इंजीनियरिंग. नाउ स्टूडेंट्स, इमेजिन you are outside on a sunny day wearing a white t-shirt, and it feels cooler because you might have learned in your science class that white color reflects sunlight. ओके अगर हम व्हाइट शर्ट पहनते हैं ना, व्हाइट कलर की क्लोथिंग पहनते हैं ना, तो गर्मियों में वो हमारे लिए बेनिफिशियल होता है. क्यों? क्योंकि जो लाइट कलर्स होते हैं वो सन की रेस को दे डोंट एब्सॉर्ब इट, दे रिफ्लेक्ट इट. ओके, so that is why it is always advised in summer that we should wear light colored clothes, right? So व्हाइट कलर की शर्ट रिफ्लेक्ट कर देती है सनलाइट को, एब्सॉर्ब नहीं करती है, right? So it feels cooler. Why? Because white reflects sunlight. Now imagine if we could do something similar in the sky, like putting any reflective particles in the atmosphere that would bounce the sun's rays back into space before the heat of the earth. जैसे ये अर्थ है, yes, imagine ये अर्थ है, right? और ये sun rays है, yes. Now they are coming directly to earth, okay? And then सनलाइट की बात कर रहे हैं हम यहाँ पे. ओजोन का भी कंसेप्ट है जो उसको थोड़ी देर पे हम हॉल्ट करेंगे. अभी हम जियो इंजीनियरिंग कंसेप्ट को समझते हैं, राइट? तो अगर मान लो, इमेजिन करो, इमेजिन जैसे यहाँ पे एक मिरर रखा है, या फिर व्हाइट कलर की इमेजिन करो कि व्हाइट कलर की टी शर्ट है, व्हाइट कलर का क्लॉथ है. सो सन रेज that is falling on earth, because of the white color, it will be reflected back, right? So if we are putting any reflective particles in the atmosphere, that can bounce the sun rays back into space before the heat of the earth, it can actually help in cooling down the earth, right? So one of the most promising methods is called stratospheric aerosol injection, SAI. स्ट्रेटोस्फेयर, स्ट्रेटोस्फेयर कौन सी लेयर है? यस, स्ट्रेटोस्फेयर अबव द ट्रोपोस्फेयर, जहां पर ओजोन प्रेजेंट है। तो स्ट्रेटोस्फेरिक एरोसोल इंजेक्शन, वेयर साइंटिस्ट प्रपोज रिलीजिंग reflective materials high into the atmosphere, and these could be any particles. Yes, तो सन की पहले ट्रोपोस्फेयर है, अर्थ में पहले वी हैव ट्रोपोस्फेयर, एंड देन वी हैव स्ट्रेटोस्फेयर। यस, जहां पे ओजोन प्रेजेंट है। तो मान लो यहां पर हमने रिफ्लेक्टिव पार्टिकल्स, यस, वी हैव इंजेक्टेड सम reflective particles on this layer. Okay, and these reflective particles could be anything, even tiny diamond dust. So these particles would act as mirrors. अब मिरर पे कभी आपने टॉर्च मार के देखा है? यस, वो रिफ्लेक्ट कर देता है, उसमें से लाइट बाउंस बैक हो जाता है। So these particles, these small particles would act like mirrors, and they will reflect the sunlight away. So this could temporarily reduce the Earth's temperature, much like there's also another phenomena which is mentioned in this news article. Yes, here you can see, yes, yes, some this is quite similar to mimicking volcanoes. Mimicking volcanoes क्यों? क्योंकि volcanic eruption, it releases the ash that cools the planet. Okay, जब वॉल्केनिक इरप्शन होता है, कई बार हम ऐसे देखते हैं कि अर्थ का टेम्परेचर कूल डाउन हो रहा है, राइट? सो दिस होल थिंग, this method, however, it also comes with challenges. Yes, so in the last paragraph you can, in the corner of challenges and concerns paragraph, you can see the list of challenges that are mentioned in this article, that the certain risks that are associated with this particular method. First is that changing the climate so drastically, it could have, you can say, unintended side effects. जो हमने एक्सपेक्ट भी नहीं किया था, वो कुछ साइड इफेक्ट्स हो सकते हैं, लाइक ऑल्टरिंग वेदर पैटर्न्स, अफेक्टिंग एग्रीकल्चर, और इवन डिसरप्टिंग इकोसिस्टम। हमारा इकोसिस्टम भी डिसरप्ट हो सकता है, क्योंकि अभी फिलहाल के लिए अगर हम बात करते हैं, हमें नहीं पता है कि इसका कॉन्सिक्वेंस क्या हो सकता है, राइट? तो कॉन्सिक्वेंस हमें नहीं पता है, तो हम इससे जुड़े जो चैलेंजेस है उसको कैसे टैकल डाउन करना है, उसके बारे में भी हम श्योर नहीं रह सकते हैं। And once we start this process, it would have to be maintained for decades, maybe even centuries, to prevent a sudden spike in temperatures if the geoengineering is stopped abruptly. Okay? तो अगर एक बार स्टार्ट कर दिया तो कंटिन्यूअसली फिर वो हमें करते रहना पड़ेगा, क्योंकि अगर एकदम से बंद कर दिया तो टेम्परेचर शूट अप हो जाएगा, राइट? तो उसका अफेक्ट और उसका कॉन्सिक्वेंस, इट कुड बी डेट्रीमेंटल। एंड when we talk about such experiments, see, small scale projects are already being tested. For example, in the year 2021, researchers at Harvard University planned a balloon test to release particles into the atmosphere. And while this was this whole experiment was postponed due to concerns from local communities, other small experiments are moving forward. And there's also a company called Make Sunsets that has started launching weather balloons to release reflective particles. And they claim their work helps reduce the planet's warming. But experts, they are quite divided. Some say we should focus on cutting carbon emission first instead of just experimenting with the sky, क्योंकि अगर हम कार्बन एमिशन ही रिड्यूस कर देंगे तो हमें ये रिफ्लेक्टिव मटेरियल की जरूरत ही नहीं पड़ेगी. So what do you think? Should we be tampering with our atmosphere, or should we just focus on other solutions like renewable energy? Think about it. Now, shifting gears, we have another news. Let's talk about something closer to home. Yes, the ongoing efforts between India and China to ease tensions at their shared border. Yes, students, you might have heard about the disputes in the Himalayan region. Himalaya region कहाँ पर है? जब हम बात करते हैं, yes, where are Himalayas? It is in the northern part of our country. Yes, यहाँ पर हिमालय ranges है. So, northern part of our country. Okay. So, आपने ये dispute कहाँ पर देखा होगा, कहाँ पर सुना होगा? It is particularly along the line of actual control. Yes, line of actual control is an international border between India and China. चाइना और इंडिया की बॉर्डर लाइन को हम कहते हैं LAC. LAC. Now, this is your homework. You have to write down in the comments below, what is the border line between India and Pakistan called? इंडिया और पाकिस्तान की जो बॉर्डर लाइन है उसको क्या कहते हैं? This is your homework. You have to write down in the comments below. Right? Now, moving on. Over the past few years, relations between India and China have been strained, and both countries deploying troops to this region after a series of, skirmishes or confrontation, basically. But in recent developments, Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Chinese President Xi Jinping, they have taken steps to towards rebuilding trust. And they met during international summits, and they directly indulge in conversations which seek to resolve these border issues peacefully. Now, this is quite significant. Why? Because both India and China are powerful nations, and maintaining a peaceful relationship is crucial for this whole regional stability. जो पूरा region है, इंडो पैसिफिक रीजन जो है, वहां पे अगर हम चाइना और इंडिया की बात करते हैं, दे आर टू पावरफुल नेशंस. तो अगर उनके बीच में पीस मेंटेन है, सो इट इज क्वाइट इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर द होल रीजन. सो व्हाट इज द बॉर्डर पैक्ट? बॉर्डर पैक्ट क्या है स्टूडेंट्स? It's essentially an agreement to ensure that both sides follow a protocol to avoid escalation. In simple terms, it's like setting ground rules during a school sports game. If you know, कैसे, जैसे अगर हम स्कूल में अगर हम एक स्पोर्ट खेल रहे हैं, so if we are in a team and if both teams know the rules, there's less chance to fight, right? अगर एक सिंपल ग्राउंड रूल स्टैब्लिश्ड है, आप किसी भी गेम में देख लो, तो वहां पे फाइट होने के चांसेस कम होंगे. Okay, so the leaders basically, they aim to pull back troops from certain areas, and they're making sure no new military infrastructure is built along the LAC. That is the border line, the border between India and China. And both countries understand that maintaining peace is important for their own growth and for the region as a whole. So economic ties too plays a role here. And despite political differences, इंडिया एंड चाइना ट्रेड एक्सटेंसिवली, बहुत ज्यादा ट्रेड है इंडिया और चाइना के बीच में. So rebuilding diplomatic ties is also important for both economies to continue benefiting from the shared business interest. All right. Now, you might be wondering, why should I care about these topics? Well, let me tell you why they matter. First, geoengineering could play a key role in solving one of the biggest challenges your generation will face. Right? कौन सा? Global warming. Right? तो पहला जो टॉपिक है वो ग्लोबल वार्मिंग से रिलेटेड है. And global geoengineering, this whole technology could play a key role in solving one of the biggest challenges. And it's exciting to think about how science could help us save the planet, but it is also important to consider the risk involved in such large scale experiments. Right? And as for India and China, their relationship affects not only the two countries, but the entire world. Both are major powers with growing economies and global influence. So, maintaining peace between them ensures a stable future, not just for Asia, but for the whole world. And as you grow older, you will see how international relations play a role in shaping the world you live in. So we have covered a lot today, from diamonds in the sky and geoengineering to India and China, to in and basically India and China and working on rebuilding ties. So these topics, although it may seem altogether different and they are not connected to each other at all, but they share a common thread. What is that? The idea of humans trying to solve global problems through innovation and collaboration. Whether it's scientists looking for ways to cool the earth or world leaders seeking to maintain peace, the efforts being made today will shape our future. So, thanks for joining us today and keep asking questions and stay curious about the world around you. Until next time, bye bye.